Hello, and today we're going to be talking about rationalizing the denominator. So what that means is if we have something like 1 over root 2, we don't like root 2 being at the denominator over there. So we want to rationalize it. So what we do is we times both the numerator and the denominator by whatever the denominator's complement is, and I'll go more into that in a moment. But for this case, we're just timesing by root 2 over root 2, so that becomes root 2 over 2, right? So all we've done is that we've moved the root 2 to the top there, and we've just timesed it by 1, so it's now rational. So let's talk about a slightly more complicated example. Let's say we had 1 over root 3 plus 1. This is where the complement comes in. So instead of timesing by root 3 plus 1 over root 3 plus 1, we're going to times it by the complement of root 3 plus 1, which is root 3 minus 1. Right? This is still 1, but we're timesing by the complement. So on the numerator we get root 3 minus 1, and then on the bottom we can use the change of squares to work it out. So root 3 squared, that's 3, and 1 squared is 1, so minus 1, which is equal to root 3 minus 1 divided by 2. Alright, again, we've haven't actually done anything to the fraction other than rationalize it. These are still the same fraction, just expressed differently. We've just rationalized it. So we'll go through one more example where the numerator is not 1, and we'll do root 2 minus 1 this time. So we're going to times it by root 2 plus 1 this time. Root 2 plus 1. Alright, because it's the complement of root 2 minus 1. So we get 2 lots of root 2 plus 1, which is 2 root 2 plus 2 divided by, and 2 squared is 2, 1 squared is 1, minus 1. We can simplify down, so we're saying that 2 over root 2 minus 1 is equal to, or lag, 2 root 2 plus 2. That's it. We're saying the exact same thing. Okay, let's we'll do a slightly different question. No. We'll do that. So now we'll times it by the complement of the denominator, root 2 minus 2 divided by root 2 minus 2. Again, it's still 1. So we get 6 root 2 minus 12 divided by 2 squared is 2, and then minus 4. Again, using the change of squares. This cancels down, so we get 6 root 2 minus 12 divided by minus 2. We can simplify that down. If we do this, we say 6 lots of root 2 minus 2 divided by negative 2, and then we simplify down and we get negative 3 lots of root 2 minus 2. And now we're saying that 6 over root 2 plus 2 is the same as negative 3 lots of root 2 minus 2. Again, all we've done is times by 1. We've just rationalized the denominator. So that's all I have time for today for rationalizing the denominator. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away in the comment section below or contact me on social media, and I will do my best to answer them all, and I will see you in the next video.